right before opening day. Look at the deer running over here. I'm gonna go back and check the field. Maybe be here in the morning. We'll know.
We got a lead. I was here the other day and there was 3 Longbeards, 2 jakes, and 2 hens. So we're hoping they're still in the field or near the same spot in the field. And if they are, it just gives us a little bit of an edge on where we're going to set up the first thing. If they're not, if we don't hear any gobbling or we don't see them in the field before they go to roost, then we'll be back to square one and just kind of hit the woods and wait to hear gobbling to make a move. So we'll see what happens. Happy but disappointed.
Double's just not in our cards. just cannot do the double.
Because I had to move around a tree, and he was ready and I wasn't. And then I was ready and he wasn't. And then finally I was like, I can only see the first one. I couldn't even see the second one, but I didn't realize the first one got...
The first one's already, yeah.
That got by.
First one's already gone.
He was already gone. I mean, I must have just barely touched him.
I ain't gonna lie. I was gonna start to reach for my gun if you guys. I was like, this is getting stupid here.
Well, it was a poke too. I don't even know how far that was, but we talked this morning. Like he goes, no matter what, I got the one on the left, and
you get the bird on your side. No matter what
Yeah.
happens when it comes time
Yeah.
to shoot, you take your bird, even if they crisscross 2
and then
seconds
we were
before
like 1, 2, and then we even talked like 1, 2, 3, then pull the trigger. And I don't know, did you start first or did I start?
You started first, like 1, 2, I'm like no. And I think I started counting. Okay, ready, 1, 2.
I had to go. There was a little sapling there. I had to go like this
up and over
and around it.
Just-
And I thought maybe they saw
Man,
us.
if they just gave us
5 yards.
5 more yards
5
just over that hill, I mean, it would have just been so many more opportunities then.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I mean,
walking back out after we made a big, couple hour loop seems like. Well, maybe
yeah.
an hour
well,
and a half
about an hour and a half loop.
loop.
Not hearing a bird at all.
Circling back to where we almost started this morning,
Where we had a feeling they might be in the field.
doing our walking calling. 0 results to the call, and a barred owl lit up just to our east a little bit as we're walking down that trail. We stopped, listened the first time, nothing. I don't know, what do we go, another 15, 20 yards, and he hooted again. And we stopped, and boom, these birds hammered, and they weren't all that far in front of us. So
Close enough where we just were like, let's sit
we
down
just
right
gotta
here.
sit down where we're at.
I was hoping that they were still farther away, so when I made that first call, they would gobble farther away. But then, if they gobbled and we knew they were coming, I think if we could have got them to gobble farther away, and know that they were coming, and not make any calls at all, because I think they would have come looking more. But when I called, I mean, it wasn't.
They were there.
They were there. Like Doug, 3 seconds later, it's like there they are, and at that point they should have. Knew they should have known.
I mean, as soon as they crest this hill, they can clearly see where that
yeah.
hen was calling from, and
They
it's
should have
wide
known we were
open,
there.
yeah.
And
So
that's
they-
the only thing that hurt us from them not just coming another 5 yards closer, because then we could have doubled, I would think.
easier. It was just too difficult with the way they started skirting around us and the tree layout, and our angles were never
Lined up, and then
lined up.
I was good the first time and started counting, and Doug was like, no, 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 and then Doug tried counting, and I was like, no, 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 and then finally Doug's bird was out of sight, and he was like, just take him if you can take him. And it was probably a 40, 45 yard poke, and all I had was his neck and his head.
Did the job.
Turkey won.
Way to start the year out. May
Yep.
1st,
May 1st.
9 o'clock in the morning.
2-year-old bird, 9.5-inch beard and 3/4 inch spurs.
Good half-mile walk back to the truck for Scotty now with the bird.